I need to help the women bring some simplicity and clarity to that emotional side of our being. Because the men, they are just men. Like there's not that much complication other than, so what is the problem? So what is the problem? Because I thought your problem
was a problem?
Yeah, it's like 15 minutes later, it's like, so what is the problem? Because you just lost me. So if you lose your audience, how likely are you gonna, like, how lost can you be to lose your audience, right? It's not about trying to expect men to become like us, because that's not where the problem is. I think the men need to just understand what's going on with us. But like Rupi Kaur says on the quote, the way we love ourselves is how we teach others to love us. But what I'm finding within my peers is that we don't have an instruction manual for ourselves. So how the heck are we supposed to get these men to, what are they, psychics now? Are we trying to, so I am going out in the world to help the women get some emotional intelligence around their existence and their essence, so that we can lead the men into hearing us, because I don't think we hear ourselves half the time. So
how did we overcome it? It had to do with our identities, right? Who we thought we were coming into this relationship, what we thought we wanted, and who we wanted to be. And I didn't realize this in the beginning, right? Now we started this relationship and I'm just a kid in love. I'm in Candyland. I'm in Disneyland, just happy and, wanting to take her places and to see Dallas because she moved down from Calgary. And so I just wanted to have her experience life with me, not thinking through all the other issues that arose, which had to do with perhaps a little bit of me wanting to control her or guide her in terms of work, career choices, and those kinds of things, even our communication styles, right? Because I'm a lawyer, I'm a former police officer, and a speaker, right? And a success coach. And so I can be very aggressive, right? Not purposely to be aggressive and annoying, but more in like, as we talked about earlier on another interview that we did, Susan, we talked about, where the man is usually trying to solve the problem for the woman and not really listening to her. And so that was me. I was the knight on a white horse going in, and everything she said was, you should do this. Oh, you should do that. Again, not intentionally trying to control or dominate, but simply wanting to show, I guess, I'm the hero and let me show you what to do. Let me tell you what to do was more like it, because I know, right? I'm more experienced. And so that caused a great conflict, and ultimately she just, it blew up, right? She broke down and she cried, and she said she didn't like the way that I spoke to her, that I was demeaning, that I wasn't listening to her and paying attention to her, and she was right. Right, but it was a wake-up call for me because I'd never experienced it before. And so this is what happens when you move into a relationship with someone, is you have no frame of reference for how that person likes to receive information or delivers information, and how, the reaction or the dance should go back and forth, right? Because as you mentioned earlier in a talk that we had, it's a tango. It takes two to do this tango properly, and one has to move this way in order for the other one to move that way. Well, that was one of the biggest things we had to learn, was how to communicate effectively together for her to be able to express herself without me shutting her down or making her comments feel insignificant. And then it was something I had to work on, and I believe that I'm 90% there from time to time. I just got the thumbs up. My partner's also sitting in my office here today, and she just gave me the thumbs up, because there's those times, right, when I'm busy or I'm involved in something, or, I'm focused on a project and she'll ask me a question and I might snap at her for no reason, right? Or I might be hungry and I haven't shared with her that I haven't eaten all day, and all of a sudden she'll ask me something innocent or, having no real significance, and I'm like, why are you asking me that, right? So these are the things that I need to be careful with, right? And I do try, and sometimes even when I will snap or say something off remark or inappropriate, I will catch myself and I say, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. And sometimes she'll be the one to say, the heck's wrong with you? Why are you talking to me like that? And I go, oh, I didn't realize that I was doing that. Again, because if my mind is somewhere else, right? It's a very delicate thing to be able to communicate with one another 100% with 100% presence all the time. I don't know that it's possible. Maybe monks do it, but certainly couples in real life situations with the dynamics of work and career and finances and sex and romance and all these things, the dynamics, we can fail from time to time, and I think that's okay.
I think being vulnerable is being a modern man. It's really all about not having a traditional position vis-a-vis the role of the sexes. I think that's quite outmoded. It's really about what makes sense for a couple, whether both are working, whether one is working or the other. It's about getting things done within the household. It's about supporting each other to achieve objectives, to make each other happy, to support each other. And one, as a modern man, as I put it, has to be aware that the best relationships are ones where the parties work together to achieve fulfillment, ultimately.